There was a time when humans did not merely see the world, they perceived it. Light was not just light, it carried messages. Shadows were not absences but portals. The air vibrated with whispers now lost to history. Ancient texts speak of seers who navigated by the stars of inner vision, who communed with gods we've reduced to myth. Their third eye, a biological mystery, a spiritual lighthouse, was the organ of truth in a world now drowned in illusions. But civilizations rise and fall, and knowledge is not lost by accident. It is taken. Consider the Vedas, where the Ajna chakra glows indigo between the brows, the command center of intuition beyond the five senses. The Egyptians encoded its activation in the Eye of Horus, a mathematical cipher for awakening. The Greeks called the pineal gland the gateway to the gods, and Descartes, father of modern rationality, believed it was the nexus where mind and body intertwined. Even the Bible hides clues: if thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But today, we read these words blindly. The suppression was systematic. When the medieval church burned mystics as heretics, it wasn't just cruelty, it was fear. Fear of those who saw beyond the approved dogma. Fear of the peasant who might glimpse heaven without a priest's permission. Later, the scientific revolution traded metaphysics for materialism, dismissing inner vision as hallucination. The industrial age then shackled us to clocks and machines, severing the circadian rhythms that once harmonized with cosmic cycles. And now? We pump fluoride into water, knowing it calcifies the pineal gland. We feed children screens instead of silence. We mock intuition until disaster strikes, then we say, "I knew it all along." The result is a species stumbling in a self-made dark age. We've built empires of data but forgotten wisdom. We track our steps but not our dreams. We've outsourced judgment to algorithms and politicians, mistaking their noise for truth. The third eye is not just dormant, it's under siege. Every distraction, every toxin, every laugh at the woo-woo of spirituality is another brick in the wall. But walls have cracks. And sometimes, in the quietest hours, you felt it, that tug of déjà vu, that dream too vivid to dismiss, that sudden knowing you couldn't explain. These are the echoes of a door straining against its locks. The guardians of the threshold want you to ignore them. But the question isn't how to open the third eye. It's why someone locked it in the first place. They told you it was myth. They told you it was madness. But the truth? The third eye was stolen from humanity. And the thieves still stand guard. Consider this: every major religion contains the same warning. In Hinduism, the god Shiva opens his third eye only to reduce entire worlds to ash. The Bible speaks of the all-seeing eye as both divine gift and terrible burden. The Greeks told of Cassandra, cursed to see the future but never to be believed. These aren't stories. They're warnings. Warnings about what happens to those who see too much. Modern science laughs at the third eye, calls it superstition. Yet the same institutions pump our water full of fluoride, knowing it calcifies the pineal gland. They dose our food with synthetic hormones known to disrupt spiritual sensitivity. They keep us drowning in dopamine hits, social media, porn, endless consumption. This isn't coincidence. This is a system working exactly as designed. The pattern repeats through history. The medieval church burned visionaries as heretics. The Soviets imprisoned yogis in psychiatric wards. Today, they simply mock you into silence. Call you crazy. Tell you to take your pills. The methods change, but the goal remains: keep humanity blind. But ask yourself, who benefits from a blind species? Who profits when millions live as sleepwalkers? The answer hides in plain sight. Governments want obedient citizens. Corporations want addicted consumers. The entire modern world is built on the assumption that you will never wake up. Never see the strings. The greatest prison isn't made of bars or walls. It's made of your own unseeing eyes. They haven't just closed the door to higher vision. They've made you afraid of the key. You felt the call. that restless sense there's more to reality. Maybe you've experimented meditation, psychedelics, breathwork, suddenly catching glimpses beyond the veil. But here's the truth no spiritual influencer will tell you: forcing the third eye open is like performing brain surgery on yourself in a dark room. History remembers the enlightened ones. It forgets the broken ones. The Vedic texts warn of unripe awakening. When the third eye opens before the psyche can withstand the flood. Tibetan monks speak of madness from seeing too much sky. Modern psychiatry calls it psychotic break. Different labels, same tragedy, a mind that stepped into the light too fast and burned. The danger isn't in seeing, it's in seeing without understanding. The third eye doesn't just show you angels. It shows you the machinery behind reality. The endless fractal patterns of cause and effect. The raw data stream of existence without the filters that keep humans sane. Do you truly want to know how many of your thoughts aren't yours? How many choices were planted? This is why the awakening must be gradual. Why ancient traditions demanded years of purification before even speaking of the third eye. Not to hide truth, to prepare the vessel. Because when the door cracks open, three things rush in. The modern world makes this worse. We awaken not in sacred temples with guides, but alone in apartments flooded with Wi-Fi, EMFs, and spiritual pollution. No rites of passage. No elder to say stop when the visions turn dark. Just YouTube gurus selling instant enlightenment like it's a phone app. But the cruelest joke? The third eye cannot be fully closed once opened. Like a virus in the system, it keeps working. That's when people start coincidentally seeing the same symbols everywhere. Hearing whispers in white noise. Noticing the glitches in the simulation. The world becomes a hall of mirrors, and sanity becomes a choice. This isn't to frighten you, but to prepare you. The third eye isn't a toy. It's the most dangerous weapon a human can possess. Because once you truly see, you can never go back to sleep. And the guards always notice the awakened ones. You've seen the warnings. You've felt the weight of what's at stake. But this isn't the end, it's the beginning. The third eye wasn't sealed away because it was weak. It was sealed because it was powerful. And that power can still be reclaimed if you know the true path. The world told you that seeing more was madness. That intuition was irrational. That the unseen was unreal. But the ancients knew better. The third eye isn't some mystical anomaly, it's your birthright. Buried under layers of doubt, distraction, and deliberate suppression, it's been waiting. And now, it's time to remember. Modern spirituality sells enlightenment like a vacation, bliss, levitation, endless cosmic love. But the real journey is a homecoming. It's peeling away the lies you were taught about reality and rediscovering what your bones never forgot. This isn't about transcending the world. It's about seeing it clearly for the first time. The danger of forced awakening isn't a myth. But the answer isn't to turn away, it's to walk the path that was always meant for you. Purification. Cleanse the body, the mind, and the environment. Anchoring. Ground yourself in the physical world before exploring beyond it. Guidance. Seek those who walk the path before you are not gurus, but true elders. Integration. Every revelation must be woven into daily life, or it will unravel you. The biggest lie of the modern spiritual marketplace is that awakening is safe. It's not. There are things in the unseen world that prey on the unprepared. The third eye wasn't stolen. It was hidden for you to find when you were ready. Now, wake up.